everyone, welcome back to another vlog. If you're joining in for the first time, my name is Stacy and I'm so excited that you guys are here. So we're having another solo day style type of vlog this week. I've talked about it briefly in other vlogs that I've just really wanted to dedicate at least one day out of the week since the year started to just kind of pour back into myself and make sure that I am checking in with myself and my mental health space and just making sure to check in with myself if there's anything that I feel like I could be improving in. But I definitely do love spending a lot of solo time, whether that's going to the movies or sitting down somewhere like at a cafe or local shop and just reading, something of that sort. As long as I'm dedicating at least a little bit of time just to myself, I feel like I can perform better and be able to give my loved ones a better version of myself. So that is the focus this week. We're going to take ourselves out on a couple of solo dates, do a little bit of this and that, but our first stop of the day is going to be to a local spot. I brought my backpack with me, I have some books with me, and my laptop because I want to get some work done. So I figured that we could just kind of plant ourselves somewhere cozy. Every once in a while, we definitely need some alone time. I feel like I'm constantly craving time to myself, so I always look forward to having like this one day out of the week where I can just sit with myself and literally just be still for just a minute. Life can definitely get so crazy, so make sure that you are taking the time for yourself. It is okay to be selfish sometimes and just put yourself first. So that's what we're doing this week. But yes, I am craving a matcha like nobody's business right now, so let's go ahead and make our way over to our first stop. I definitely just want to get a matcha and some reading time in, and then afterwards we may go to the bookstore. You guys, we have to have a bookstore trip whenever we do solo dates. It's just a must at this point. But first things first, let's go ahead and get some matcha in, some reading time in, and just spend a little bit of cozy time together. Hi guys, so today's video is sponsored by BetterHelp. I've been wanting to work with this brand for quite a while and I'm so excited to share more about them with you guys today. I love the mission and the help that this brand provides. If you're not familiar with BetterHelp, they are the world's leading online therapy platform that strives to provide comfortable and convenient therapy for everyone, whether you're coping with anxiety, depression, or relationship issues, all within the comfort of your own home, free from any judgment. I am such a big advocate for mental health and often like to stay transparent and share my own personal struggles through my videos, and felt that it was so important to share more about them with you guys, especially as we've just recently entered into the new year. What a perfect time to truly just pour back into ourselves and just lay a strong foundation for the upcoming months ahead of us. There are definitely moments in our lives where we can often feel overwhelmed by the situations that kind of feel out of our control, but I truly believe that asking for help is such a sign of strength and it can feel so freeing to be able to talk to somebody. We as humans are not perfect by any means, and it's absolutely okay to not have it together every minute of the day. There is always room for personal growth, and it's never too late to ask for help when you need it. Starting therapy can be so intimidating, but BetterHelp truly makes that process so easy. Simply fill out a questionnaire and you will be matched with a therapist in as little as only a couple days, who can help guide you through any struggles that you may be facing and aim to help you see things through a new perspective, as well as give you techniques to help manage any stress or hardships that you may be feeling, and ultimately help you to have positive changes in your life, and asking you questions about how you may be feeling and just truly being there to listen to you. One of my favorite things about BetterHelp is being able to switch therapists anytime at no extra cost to you. If you feel that your therapist is not the right fit for you, having a great and genuine connection with your therapist is honestly so important. So having this option available is so comforting to me, as I always want to make sure that I have a safe space with my therapist where I can truly open up and feel seen and understood. You can also choose to have your therapy sessions through audio or video format, depending on what makes you comfortable. If you guys are currently struggling with anything in your life and you feel that you could could benefit from a therapy session, you guys can click on the link in my description or visit betterhelp.com/StaceySullivan and get 10% off your first month of therapy. I hope that you guys start this journey if it's something that's been on your mind, and thank you so much to BetterHelp. So I wanted to share with you guys just a really quick book haul, some new books that I've gotten, as well as some books that I'm currently reading right now. So I recently got this book in the mail from Scribner. This is actually a book that I've had on my TBR list for a while. I noticed that it was included in this month's selection, so I immediately clicked this one as one of my options for the month of February, and I was so excited to receive this. But I really love the cover of this book so much. This is definitely a different book cover than the one that I remember seeing when I added this to Goodreads, but I was really excited to receive this one and to add it to my personal collection. I'm really excited to dive into it. I'm trying to get through some books that I'm currently reading right now so that I can make room to start this one. And then, as you guys saw in the earlier clips, I went to the bookstore. I literally had to have like a mental battle with myself that I was only there for the one book. I'm about to start my book club with a few friends, so we made our selection recently for the book for the month of February. We ended up selecting a dark romance. I don't think that I've read a dark romance book just yet, so this would be my first one. It's called Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver, but this book is part 1 to the Ruinous Love trilogy. I'm really hoping that I end up loving this one because I love a good series. I love when I can just connect with the book and immediately go into the next one. So I'm really hoping that I connect with this book. With just like the dark romance genre in general, this will definitely be something different. I'm used to reading a lot of like thriller and horror stories, so I feel like this kind of had like a little bit of that, even though it is a romance. I feel like it's going to be familiar to me anyway with the little horror aspects that it has. So I'm very excited to dive into my first dark romance. Judging by the reviews, it seems to be a popular selection, so fingers crossed that me and everyone in my book club end up liking it. But yeah, I should be starting this one within the next couple days, so I'm so excited to dive in and to be able to talk about it in future vlogs. And then onto the 2 selections that I am currently reading right now. I'm reading like honestly 5 other ones as well, but these are the ones that I'm close to finishing, so I feel like I have more thoughts surrounding these 2 in particular. But the first one is 𝒊𝒏𝒕𝒓𝒔𝒕 by Isabel Cañas. I had been wanting to read this book for a while. I kept hearing so many amazing things about this book. I was reading reviews about it. The synopsis sounded so interesting. As a Mexican, I also just love how much representation of the Mexican culture is in here. I love that it has Spanish in it. I've honestly just been eating this book right up. It is so amazing. I'm kicking myself for not starting it sooner, but I'm so excited that I've finally dived into it. I definitely want to check out other selections by this author because I really love her style of writing. I also just love the cover so much. It is such a gorgeous cover, but it basically takes place in the Texas-Mexico border, and it is considered a supernatural Western book, which I just love that, to be honest. It has been such an amazing read, and I'm just so sad that I'm almost finishing it. I believe I only have maybe about like 3 chapters left, and I was trying to finish it before I filmed this portion of it just so that I can give my review. But at this point, I feel like since I'm already close to finishing it, I can comfortably give it like a 4-star rating. But it's been honestly just such a fun read. I definitely recommend this one. I am very sad to be finishing it soon, but very excited to pick up other books by this author. If they're anything like this book, then I know that I'm in for a treat. But yes, if you haven't checked this one out, make sure to do that. It is so good. I couldn't recommend this book more. And then the last book that I wanted to talk about, which is one that I'm currently reading as well that I'm almost done with. I'm honestly just the most stoked about this one, to be honest, because it is an art copy that got sent my way recently, and I just was not expecting to receive this at all. But that is Wild and Wrangled by Lila Sage. If you guys have watched any of my previous reading vlogs, I did include a lot of content when I was reading the other 3 books in the Rebel Blue Red series. I literally read all those books like within a day each, like just back to back within filming that vlog. I was just hooked immediately, and I didn't want to put them down. Like, I lost sleep over these books. I was just completely lost in these characters and in this story. 𝒓𝒊𝒏𝒔 is honestly just so amazing, and I could honestly talk about her forever. I love her so much. But I think it was sometime in November of this past year where I received an email about getting an art copy of this, and like 3 months passed by and I didn't hear anything, so I kind of just like forgot about it, and I figured that I just wasn't going to be one of the people that was selected to receive an art copy of this. But I ended up waking up one morning and I got an email while I was like half asleep saying that I had gotten accepted for one of the art copies of this book. So I literally screamed. I could not believe it. This book comes out in April, and I had every intention of just being there the day of to buy it as soon as it hit the shelves. But it was honestly such a treat to be able to receive this months early and just kind of be like just thrown back into this world, because I missed these characters so much and I just could not get enough from the first 3. So I was honestly just so stoked. I was trying to take my time with this, and then I started to realize that I was just reading it so quickly. So I wanted to just savor it as much as I could. So I started to read other books in the meantime. I would just kind of revisit this one when I had just some time at night to myself. I want to say that I'm about like 70 or 80% done with this book so far, so I really don't have much at all. But you guys, this is probably a 5-star read at this point already. I love these characters so much, and I just feel like 𝒓𝒊𝒏𝒔 does no wrong. Every time I picked up the next book in this series, I've just fallen in love with the story and this world all over again, and I'm just gonna be so sad when this series is over. And I know that this is the last one in this series, so I'm trying to just kind of savor as much as I can before I finish it, although I don't have that much left. But yes, I feel so fortunate to be able to have gotten my hands on this before it hits the shelves. But yes, I could honestly go on and on talking about �わ𝒊𝒏𝒔 and this entire series in general. But yes, these books are just so incredible, and I've just fallen completely in love with this series and this author, and I'm just so excited for what she'll do next. So yeah, Wild and Wrangled, make sure you pick this up as soon as it releases in April. It's honestly just so good, and I can't wait for everybody to be able to read it. But yes, these are the 4 books that I wanted to talk about and share with you guys. I am very excited about all of the selections that are coming out this year. I feel like I say that all the time, but there's just so many that I want to cross off my list this year. I'm just so stoked to have these in my personal collection and to just dive into more stories and different genres. But yeah, I think right now I'm just gonna relax for a little bit and do a little bit of reading, because I really want to finish Vampires of El Norte. I only have a little bit left, literally that much, so I'm just thinking that I want to go ahead and finish that today so that we can cross that one off our list. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just spend the rest of the evening here at home, and we can go ahead and finish this together. So it is currently 5:30 in the evening, and I just kind of wanted to spend a little bit of time out of my apartment. I've kind of just been at home all day today, and I just wanted to kind of do something, get out of my apartment for a few minutes and just do a little bit of reading. So I want to make my way over to the library really quick. I figured I could just spend a cozy evening at the library today. I brought my book with me. I am finally going to be starting The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. I am really excited. I bought this book at the end of last year. I've just been waiting to start it. I was reading other things. I recently just crossed off some more books off my currently reading list, and I made room for this one. So yeah, just wanted to spend a little bit of alone time right now. I figured the library just sounded like the coziest spot right now. It's also been just like a little bit rainy today, and the rainy weather is honestly just my favorite out of any type of weather. Honestly, just going to the library right now while it's also a rainy day just sounds so perfect. It is honestly my cup of tea. So I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and make my way over to the library, and we can just have a little cozy evening together.